and welcome to another episode of today's GK. I am Pooja Divedi, and in this segment, we bring to you objective questions on a daily basis which will help you crack prelims. So let's look at the practice question of last segment. Consider the following statements about World Anti-Doping Agency. It is an independent agency composed and funded equally by the sport movement and governments of the world. It is involved in scientific research and development of anti-doping capacities. Now look at the options. The options were: which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer for this question is answer C, that is both 1 and 2. Both the statements are correct. Let's move on to the explanation. Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports inaugurated a webinar on anti-doping and sports science, which was jointly organized by the National Anti-Doping Agency or NADA, National Sports University, and also National Dope Testing Laboratory. If you want to talk about it, he said that India will provide all support to the World Anti-Doping Agency to ensure integrity of sports, of course. And he also said that the World Anti-Doping Agency, it was established in 1999 as an international independent agency which is composed and funded equally by sports movement and also the governments of the world. And its key activities, the areas which it deals with, is scientific research, education, development of anti-doping capacities, and monitoring of the World Anti-Doping Code, which is the document that harmonizes anti-doping policies in all sports in all countries. Right? Let's move on to the first question of today's segment. In which of the following countries followers of Theravada Buddhism exist? First, Sri Lanka. Second, Cambodia. Third, Thailand. Fourth, Laos. You have to select the correct answer using code given below. 1 and 2 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, 1, 2 and 3 only, or 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer for this question is D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. All the given above countries are having the sects of Theravada Buddhism. So Theravada Buddhism is a sect of Buddhism, and it is the strongest in the countries of Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Thailand, Laos and Myanmar, and it's sometimes known as Southern Buddhism. Now, its name means the doctrine of elders, Theravada, and the elders being the oldest or the senior Buddhist monks. Also, this school of Buddhism believes that it has remained closest to the teachings of Buddha, and it does not overemphasize the status of these teachings, but they are not very orthodox about their teachings, but they are seen as tools to help the people understand what life means and what is the truth, and they do not have a merit as their own. It emphasizes attaining self-liberation through one's own efforts, and the follower is expected to abstain from all kinds of evils, accumulate the good, and also purify the minds. Moving on, the ideal of Theravada Buddhism is the Arhat or preferred perfected saint who attains enlightenment as a result of his own efforts, and meditation is one of the main tools by which a Theravada Buddhist meditates and moves towards the meaning of life. Moving on, let's look at our next question. Consider the following statements with reference to Viswas Yojana. First, it is an interest subvention scheme of the Ministry of World Finance. Second, it will benefit OBC, SC, self-help groups with loans, borrowings up to rupees 4 lakh with a quick interest subvention benefit of 5% directly into the standard accounts of borrowing SHG's beneficiaries. Which of the statements given above are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. Now the correct answer for this question is B, that is 2 only. Only the second statement is correct. Moving on to the explanation. the National Backward Classes Finance and Development Corporation and National Scheduled Castes Finance and Development Corporation under the Ministry of Social Empowerment, Social Justice and Empowerment, they entered into a memorandum of agreement with the Central Bank of India for the implementation of Vanchit Ikai Samuh and और वर्गों की आर्थिक सहायता, वंचित इकाई समूह और वर्गों की आर्थिक सहायता योजना. So it's an interest subvention scheme of the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment for financial empowerment of economically backward sections of the society. That means the OBC, SC, self-help groups and individuals also. So the scheme will benefit OBC, SC self-help groups with loans and borrowing up to 4 lakh and OBC, SC individuals for loans and borrowings up to 2 lakh. With a quick interest subvention benefit, 5% directly will get credited in the accounts of borrowing self-help groups or beneficiaries. Right? Moving on, let's look at our next question. Which of the following states of India shares a border with Bangladesh, Assam, Manipur, Tripura, Nagaland, Mizoram? Select the correct answer using the following codes: 1, 3 and 4 only, 2, 3, 4 and 5 only, 1, 3 and 5 only, or 1, 2, 3 and 4 only. The correct answer for this question is C, that is 1, 3 and 5 only. Now, as you all know, India shares the largest border with Bangladesh. Moving on, Bangladesh has signed its first preferential trade agreement with Bhutan, and it allows duty-free access of goods and services between these two countries. Also, Bangladesh shares land borders with India to the west and in the north and east, Myanmar to the southeast, and Bay of Bengal to the south. Also, it narrowly is separated from Nepal and Bhutan by the Siliguri corridor, or famously known as the Chicken's Neck, and from China by the state of Sikkim in the north, respectively. Let's look at the map. Bangladesh sharing its borders with various countries, and this is the Siliguri corridor or the Chicken's Neck. Strategically very important for India, and also it's very vulnerable to the Chinese offensive, this particular area. Moving on, let's look at our next question, please. Consider the following statements with reference to Central Drug Standard Organization or CDSCO. It is the Central Drug Authority for discharging functions assigned to the central government under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. It regulates and controls the import of drugs, approval of new drugs, and clinical trials. Look at the options, please. The options say which of the statements given above is or are correct. A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer for this question is C, that is both 1 and 2. Both the statements are correct. Moving on to the explanation. Now, 3 vaccine developers have now made an application to the Central Drug Standard Control Organization, which is India's drug regulator. Why? Because it is trying to seek emergency approval for the candidate COVID-19 vaccines, which are still under trials. Now, the regulating agency is the Central Drug Authority for discharging functions, which is assigned to the central government under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. Also, major functions, if we talk about, the first major function is the regulatory control over the import of drugs and approval of new drugs as well as clinical trials. Approval of certain licenses are also done by it. Moving on, let's look at our next question. Consider the following statements with reference to Himalayas. The Himalayas are geologically young and structurally folded mountains. The general orientation of these ranges is from northwest to the southeast direction in the northwestern part of India. Mount Everest, located in it, is known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Mount Komalangma in Myanmar. Let's look at the options now. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 and 2 only, B2 and 3 only, C1 and 3 only, or D1, 2 and 3? The correct answer for this question is A, that is 1 and 2 only. Only the first and the second statements are correct. Moving on to the explanation. Now, Nepal and China jointly announced the new height of Mount Everest as 8,048.86 meters, and that was done in a high-profile ceremony, the announcement. Also, Everest is known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Mount Komolangma in China and not in Myanmar. If we talk about the Himalayas, the origin of Himalayas is a result of the drift of Indo-Australian plate which collided with the Great Eurasian plate, and due to which sedimentary rocks which were accumulated in the geosyncline region of the Tethys Sea were folded to form the mountain system of the Western Asian Himalayas. Its features, if we talk about, they are geologically young and structurally folded mountains, and they represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged terrain in the world. They form an arc basically, which covers a distance of about 2400 km, and their width varies from 400 km in Kashmir to 150 km in Arunachal Pradesh. If we talk about the orientation, the general orientation is of these ranges is from northwest to southeast direction in the northwest part of India. Right? Moving on to the next question. Let's look at it. Consider the following statements. Hydrofluorocarbons have an ozone depletion potential of 0 but are potent greenhouse gases. Sulfur hexafluoride is ozone depleting gas but not a greenhouse gas. Now, which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. Let's look at the answer. The answer for this question is A, that is 1 only. So hydrofluorocarbons are used as refrigerants, aerosol propellants as well as retardants. Now, the chemicals were developed as a replacement for chlorofluorocarbons and hydrochlorofluorocarbons. Now, hydrochlorofluorocarbons are not contaminant of chlorine, but they have the potential to be a greenhouse gas. Also, sulfur hexafluoride, if we talk about, this gas does not deplete the ozone layer, but it is also a greenhouse gas. Sulfur hexafluoride has an atmospheric lifetime of 1000 years. That means it can stay in the atmosphere of the earth throughout 1000 years and potentially damaging the entire atmosphere. Let's look at our next question. With reference to South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation or SAARC, consider the following statements. Afghanistan became the newest member of SAARC at the 13th annual summit. With reference to South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, SAARC, consider the following statements. Afghanistan became the newest member of SAARC at the 13th annual summit. In 2005, Australia and Japan are currently observers to SAARC. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. Now, the correct answer for this question is C, that is both 1 and 2, both the statements are correct. The South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, it was established with the signing of the SAARC Charter in Dhaka, Bangladesh on 8th December 1985, and Afghanistan is the newest entrant of SAARC at the 13th annual summit in the year 2005. And the headquarters and secretariat of the association are at Kathmandu, Nepal. Also, members of SAARC, there are currently 9 observers by the name of Australia, Canada, China, European Union, Iran, Japan, the Republic of Korea, Mauritius, Myanmar, and the United States of America. And if we talk about the 8 member states versus Afghanistan, then you have Bangladesh, Bhutan is also present with India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. Moving on, let's look at our next question. Feluda paper strip test recently seen in the news is used to diagnose which of the following diseases? A. COVID-19, B. HIV, C. hepatitis C, and D. meningitis. The correct answer for this question is A, that is COVID-19. Moving on to the explanation. The MNCAS9 Editor Limited Uniform Detection Assay test. It is a paper-based strip test which is used for COVID-19. Now, it has been approved by the Drug Controller General of India for commercial use, and it changes colors. As it is a paper-based strip test, it changes color on the detection of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Also, the test was developed by Tata CRISPR. CRISPR is the acronym for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats, and the CSIR, along with Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology. Let's move on to our next question, which says, which of the following committees recommended the formation of National Company Law Tribunal? Justice Iradi Committee, Rangarajan Committee, Ramnandan Committee, or Mashelkar Committee? The correct answer for this question is A, that is Justice Iradi Committee. Moving on to the explanation. Now, NCLT was constituted under Section 18 of the Companies Act of 2013 with effect from 1st June 2016. Now, it was based on the recommendation of committee headed by Justice Iradi on a law relating to insolvency as well as winding up of companies. Also, the president of the tribunal and the chairperson and judicial members of the appellate tribunal shall be appointed after consultation with the Chief Justice of India. Also, NCLT is quasi-judicial in nature, that adjudicates issues relating to basically Indian companies. Also, it is the appellate tribunal to hear and dispose of appeals against any decision issue or direction issue made or order passed by the Competition Commission of India as well. So the NCLT has 11 benches, which has 2 benches at New Delhi and the rest one at Ahmedabad, Allahabad, Bengaluru, Chandigarh, Chennai, Guwahati, Hyderabad, Kolkata and Mumbai. Moving on, let's look at our next question. Make in India is under the aegis of Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Defence, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Ministry of Finance. Very logical, this question. It's A, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So Make in India, it's a national initiative which was launched in the year 2014 by the Government of India. And the aim is to transform India into a global design and manufacturing hub. Also, this initiative facilitates investment, skill development, encourages investments and protects intellectual property rights. It also gives boost to innovation. And also, under this initiative, both the center and the state government are welcoming and asking for investments, as it is going to be a manufacturing hub. And the Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion is the nodal agency for the implementation of this initiative. The initiative holds a high significant position in India's pursuit of being Atmanirbhar Bharat. Let's talk about more. The focus of Make in India program is on creating jobs and skill development in 25 sectors. Now, if you want to look at the sectors, these are the various sectors of automobiles, aviation, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, construction, defense manufacturing, and IT and BPM. Moving on. Let's look at the practice question for our next segment. Wildlife sanctuary, you have to match it with the state it is present in. Now, Dinyanganga Sanctuary is in Madhya Pradesh, Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary, Kerala, Chinnar Wildlife Sanctuary in Karnataka. Which of the above pair or pairs are correctly matched? A1 only, B2 only, C2 and 3 only, D, none of the above. Kindly answer correctly for this question in the comment segment. That's it for today. We shall meet tomorrow again. Thank you so much for watching and stay updated.